Hey traders, Parker here. Here's all the stocks that fired long today for the Laguerre RSI. For the ultimate one, you can see over here in the watch list column, everything says fired long. And you can see what type of Heikinashi candle it is. It's a flat bottom, and here are some flat tops. We'll look at a few of those, but I have them sorted right now according to volume. It looks like SoFi has the greatest amount of volume, probably because it has earnings coming up here on the 29th. I think that is. Let's squeeze it down. Yep, has an earnings call before the market Central Standard Time. So you have SoFi there, but it has a pretty ugly candle. I can tell you that right off bat. But you can see with the 52-week fibs, it actually came right down here to this fib level. The blue levels or blue lines right here represents the 52-week fibs. I'm not sure what fib that is. Where's the 52-week high? So it's right down there. So it must be the 23.8 fib. And here's your 52-week high. So this has to be 78.6. But that just lets me know that I need to put bubbles in that indicator to represent those fibs. So I won't be guessing myself or anyone who purchases indicator. But the main indicator on the screen is the ultimate Laguerre Heikinashi and the seasonality indicator upper. And SoFi doesn't have more than 5 years worth of data, so it's not going to show anything except for the 52-week high and low. So the IWM small caps, if you're concerned about those, you can look right here and see that small caps had a great day today. It actually gapped up. You can see where it says gap up day, gap up week, but it's still trade within this month. That's what this cloud right here represents, is this trading within its previous month high and low. So it's going to have to face another gap right here if it's able to overcome this, not last week, but the week prior to last week's high right here. But it actually did break above last week's high right here. So you got TNA's, just Dextron ETF for the small caps, which is a pretty nice move. It's showing you the same thing IWM. It's just a Dextron ETF Trust Daily small caps. So H-band, I don't know what that Huntington. It has. This is a nice candle. This is a continuation. You can see where it got a lot of volume. I think I'm using my volume standard deviation. Yep, I'm using for 20 days, and this represents 2 times the amount of volume, 2 deviations above average for volume. It I'm using 5 years instead of 10, but I could push it to 10. But on the seasonality for January, it's up 60% of the time and it's down 40% of the time, and its average move is 1.8. Average percent change is 1.84% from the open. You can see it started the month up and then it collapsed down and now it's reverting. And it's actually stopped right there on the 1293. That's crazy that it stopped right there where it's supposed to, or its average percent change for the month of January. But we still got a couple of days left, so we'll see where it actually goes. Plus, you have bullish propulsion as well. These white arrows at the bottom, they're showing you that increased volume and the close is breaking up above the previous high. You have Affirm, which is a social media stock. I mean, when I say social media, I mean a meme stock. But for the most part, I don't like this candle. It looks like a huge doji candle, and it's spinning top, and it breached to its month's open and got collapsed down. So we can go to see, this is what it did on a day today. It jumped up, came right back down. Like I said, it's a meme stock, it's a high flyer, and it came right back down, pushed back up. So that's a firm story. It didn't hold anything. It completely waterfall down or cascaded down. Rum, I don't know anything about this Rumble. It has a huge candle. So this is the day. So it went from 3 to 5, no, 479. So I'll be on the lookout for this one. Snap is it should be doing a continuation, because I was looking at Snap for an entry down here, but I forgot about it and missed it. Broke above the gap. This is week prior's low, week before last low, it broke above and it closed above last week's high, so it could keep going. And you can see right here, here's this fib level, and it actually came down to this little mark I made out. These green dots is what I made out for this prior low, and that's one of the reasons I was hoping that it was gonna hold this prior low, and it did, and it pushed up with volume. Upstart Holdings, less than 5 years, but it's a flat top, and that's what this the green arrow and the green arrow is showing you flat tops. And to put it in a little bit more perspective on what I mean, the flat tops is just, flat bottom is the Heikinashi showing these flat bottoms. It's showing you that it's a potential turn, and you can see you got bullish propulsion to the upside from these lows. I meant to change the candles back. And KRE is the bank ETF. It's having a great day, gapped up as well, gap up day, gap up week. Inside month, it's trading within this month, prior month, high and low, here to here, and it's fully away from any of those fib levels. Here's your 78.6 fib right here. And it's breaking back above its this month's open, so that's nice. And it broke above last week's high, and here's our current high, $52.23. Path, I don't think it has 5 years. It's an indecision candle, high wave candle, I think it's called. Fusil, it's coming up off the low, so here's your prior month, so it could get a boost. Let's see, Carvana is another meme stock. It's a high flyers or high shorted percent stock, so it could keep going. One of the ones that really surprised me today was DWAC, the Trump's True Social stock, and it's just been flying this whole time. I saw it when it first made this move, and then it came back in, and it scared me. I was like, let me leave this alone. But obviously, it's continuing to fly. I want to say Ally. It's a financial stock. Ally Financial, yeah, I remember the commercials. So it's pushing above its prior month's high and its previous week high. So that's a nice pullback into push up. And here's the full list. GameStop is on here. That's surprising. So come on, open up. Let me not paint bars. And there's our signal from the Laguerre. So I should have had it on here earlier, but hey, this is it. It's just showing you, hey, look for a continuation above this high, $15 and $16. Those are all the ones for the day, and these are the ones that came up on a weekly. I think we already looked at this one. The other positive thing about this one is you got a Heikinashi, you got Onbalance Volume, and the range. The only one that's not in agreement is TTM squeeze, but the TTM histogram, but it's coming up from dark red to pink and possibly dark green to bright green. But this is the full list. Feel free to pause the video and check it out. One of the other ones I've been interested in is AOI. It's I think it's an AI play. I have some markings on it, but let me get rid of my drawings. Let me close this out. But it was a high flyer. This is one of the ones that I talked about a while back when it was just before it hit $9, and then you can see where it just squeezed up, broke above that month's high right here, and just kept on going. I put some alerts for myself on it in case it breaks above this 1725 and then the prior week's high of 1816. But for the seasonality, it's been up 60% of the time and down 40%. Its average move over those 5 years has been $7.88 or percent change. Over these average 5 years has been $7.88. Its average range is $3.16. It's already moved $7.83 from its high-low range, which is 247%, 52-week high, 52-week low. Its relative position within its 52-week high and low is 68.95. So this is probably 618 field right here. This blue line right here, 61.8. And that's its retracement. So looking for a continuation possibly if the S&P 500 continues going. We can go look at the SPY real quick, and that'll be the end. So this, I got rid of my lines on AOI. So all-time high, what it broke above, then it made another one. So this is last week's high, 482.72, and it's making a new all-time high. So over the course of 5 years, the S&P 500 has been down in January 60% of the time and up 40% of the time. And let me try this over 10 years and see what it gives us. Same thing. So you can look at the Laguerre RSI for the S&P 500. You can see right here, Heikinashi, Onbalance Volume, and range was all red. The only one that was green was the TTM squeeze. The TTM squeeze hits the ground. And you can see you got this push, and then you had a squeeze on this day. What day was this? The 18th. You had a squeeze, a medium or a light squeeze right there. And you see the S&P 500 just squeezed above or really rocketed above. And now you can almost look at this as a shooting star. It's not a good sign. Let me squeeze this out. And if you don't know what a shooting star candle is, just check out investopedia.com, and it's still not doing what I wanted to do. So I'm going to highlight it like this and close in like this. So now that I look at it closer, it's not necessarily a shooting star. It's more so a high wave candle. But it almost came back down to this low. It's prior high. But it barely got by it. Where is it at the 5 minute? It barely touched. That's the ES. I'm looking. Here we go. It came into play here. It barely missed it, but it pushed back above. And that's what we're looking at for the S&P 500. But if you wanted to look at it on the futures, it actually did hit that high. Let me squeeze back out of this. And we can see how it hit this previous week's high. Came down. That's what this orange line is. It's the previous week's high. And it's showing you basically the same thing for the ES as it did for the S&P 500. And you can see with the risk on, risk off indicator that I created, the VIX is going down. The Dow went up today. The S&P 500 was bullish today on this buy sell pressure percent. NASDAQ wasn't. The Russell was. That's the same thing. This is the Russell, represents the IWM. Same thing in small caps. And that TNA as well. And it's showing you risk on, risk off, because all of these are futures. So they never close. So that's one good thing. That's one of the reasons why I put these in here. Because if you wanted to know about the indexes and the market is closed, you wouldn't be able to get these live updates like it's doing now. But because these are all futures, you're getting round-the-clock 24-hour updates with this indicator. But all the other stocks, because the market is closed, you can see there was risk off, at least for the end of the day, because it was 37%. and this average is still bullish though, above 50%, but it could be decreasing. But Netflix and Nvidia had a good day. Netflix, Apple had a good day as well. And one of the stocks I showed on my scanner last week was Google. And Google was having a good day, or a good week anyway. But it had a red day today. So this might be more representative of Shooting Star. Let's see. Or I can just go find it. This is what Shooting Star usually looks like. It's a small body with a huge wick, high wick, showing that, hey, stock, the price went up there, but sellers sold it all the way down. The sellers came in there and crushed it. But Google was able to continue to push it. But usually it's a bad omen if you look at the Japanese candlestick book. But this is going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen to what I had to say. I hope it helped. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm just finding edges and trying to help other people find edges as well. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I wish you the best. Stay safe out there.